Well, calls coming in for Toyah and also calls for Quo as well. And Ian McNaught-Davis, you can call him on 01811 8055. Make sure you get it right, won't you? You ready to take some calls?
Yeah, you bet.
Just watching that, I was just thinking that all my Toyah collection at home is gone. A friend of mine, Tony, keeps coming around saying, oh, another Toyah record. So would you just say hello to Tony, will you?
Well done, Tony.
Because he's stolen all my Toyah records. Right, and it's time we took some calls. Hello?
Hello?
Lee?
Hello?
Is that Lee?
Yes.
What's your surname, Lee?
Pardon?
What's your surname?
Rawdon.
Lee Rawdon. Where are you calling from?
Hi, Lee.
Clapham.
From Clapham. OK, you're through to Toyah. She's all yours.
Okay. What was the best audience you had at one of your concerts?
Oh, their audiences generally are very, very good. But I'd say the noisiest we've ever had is Newcastle. Where are you from again?
Clapham.
Oh, Clapham. I haven't played Clapham. But Newcastle usually is so loud that we can't hear ourselves play, which is rather pleasant.
Have you been to a Toyah concert at all?
Yeah, I've been to 2.
Which ones?
The one which is at Warrior Rock on July the 18th.
Oh, what, Hammersmith?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Oh, that's good.
OK.
OK.
Okay.
Happy Christmas.
Thank you.
All right,
OK,
thanks.
bye.
Bye.
Bye. And I think Anita's on the line. Hello, Anita.
Hello?
What's your surname?
Raymond.
Anita Raymond. And you're calling from?
Team in Surrey.
From Cheam. The guy who produces my radio programme comes from Cheam. All the best people come from there. Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
Well, now's your chance to speak to somebody from Cheam.
Hi, Anita.
Hello.
So where's the camera? What do you want to ask?
What's the silliest item of clothing you've ever worn?
Oh, it's coming up here. It's the item for Rebel Run, which was rather butch.
Who designed it?
It's based on an American football design. It was very uncomfortable to wear, but it was just fun, really. And the idea was that the rebels of the future will, sort of men or women, will dress up in this sort of armour. And that's what that was based on. I think that's by far the silliest thing I've ever worn.
What's the silliest thing you've ever worn?
I don't know, really.
Have you got any silly clothes?
No, not really.
I've got some. I think those I wore last week were a bit colourful. People said, well, what was all that you were wearing? It was a blaze of colour.
Mike's got lots of silly clothes,
Oh,
haven't
this
you,
is
Mike?
true. I'll wear them for you one week. Is that OK?
Yes.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks for your
Anita.
call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. And Claire Griffiths is on the line. Hello, Claire.
Hello.
Good morning. You're through to Toyah.
Hi, Claire.
Hello, Toyah.
How are
If
you?
you could be anybody else, who would you like to be?
Oh, my goodness. I'm very grateful for who I am.
What about some of the characters
I'd like to be Mother Teresa. I think Mother Teresa is the best person in the world because she helps people in need and she's the least selfish person in the world. And I think she's wonderful. But otherwise, I'm very thankful for who I am, really.
I think that's the best answer you ever have for that, because I get asked that question. I think that's the best answer, because I agree with you.
Oh, she's wonderful. She's my heroine. So...
Great. Excellent answer, that. Is that all right for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, and Daniel is on the line. Daniel, is it?
Hello?
Daniel
Hello, Daniel.
Ishag.
Yes?
Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello. And what was your parents' reactions towards your when you had your hair coloured?
Can you see the telly? It was kind of... It was a bit like that. No, my mother absolutely hated it. But now I've gone back to my natural colour. My mum isn't too sure. She wants me back with yellow hair. But I did start dyeing my hair when I was in my early teens. And they didn't like it to begin with, but they slowly tolerated it. As long as I didn't sort of misbehave or anything, they knew that it was something I had to put up with myself. They're very, very good about it. All they were worried about was if I was going to lose my hair.
Does it affect it at all? Does it make it fall out when you dye it?
No, you've got to be a bit sensible about it. You have to sort of keep conditioning your hair and just look after it. But otherwise, they took it quite well after the initial arguments.
If you're watching in black and white, at the moment, it's a sort of red and black, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your real colour?
Black.
The real colour's black?
Yeah.
So just the red bits
With a
to
bit of
go, and
grey.
then that's it? Great. Is that all right for you?
Yes. Thank you for talking to me.
That's all right.
You've got a very good voice. I think you ought to be on radio or TV one day.
Beautiful little voice.
Do you act at all?
No.
Don't you? Well, you've got a very good voice.
Thank you.
All right.
Sound like a little cherub.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What a polite chat. Right, and Jane Stewart is on the line, is it? Hello, Jane.
Jane.
Hello.
Hello, is that you?
Are you all right?
Yes, thanks.
You're not going to put the phone down? What do you want to ask?
If you had the chance to meet anybody, who would it be?
Oh, I'd like to have met James Dean or Marilyn Monroe, but that's out of the question now. Well, you know, at the moment. But otherwise, I'd like to meet David Bowie or Annie Lennox.
Or Mother Teresa again.
Or Mother Teresa. I like Annie Lennox. I've met Dave Stewart, but I haven't met Annie. And she's such a brilliant singer. I'd like to meet her.
It's quite amazing that people outside maybe show business think that everybody knows each other, and it's like ships in the night sometimes.
Yeah, you occasionally bump into each other, but she's one person I haven't bumped into yet.
Have you ever met David Bowie?
No, I think I'd run a mile. He's my hero, you see. And I get terribly starstruck, and I think if I ever saw him walking in my direction, I'd be off within a few seconds.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because here, behind the settee... All right. Thanks for your call.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right.
Bye-bye.
And Richard. Is it Richard Wetlaw?
Yes.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hello.
What do you want to ask?
When did you first start singing and how old was you?
I was 18 when I started singing professionally, but I was very scared about it. I suffered very bad nerves, and I didn't have the confidence to sing in public. But I trained in opera for about 5 years while I was at school, and I was the same there. If I ever had to sing in front of an audience, I'd just collapse. I'd start shaking all over and get really freaky. I couldn't really sing in front of an audience without suffering terrible nerves till about 4 years ago. So, I really sympathise with anyone that suffers with nerves. It's horrible. I still get nervous now before I have to sing.
That's why she wears the gloves, you see, so his palms don't get sweaty. Is that all right?
When you're not singing, what's your hobby?
What's my hobby? Oh, gosh, I collect books. I collect ceramics, it forms of pottery. And I like to make my own pottery and design jewellery.
All right.
Is that okay?
Thanks for your call.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Right, those are all the calls we have time for, I'm
lovely
afraid.
people.
But we have your bargain to give away and a question.
Yes. The question is, what was the name of the character I just played in the West End, and who played it on Broadway?
The name of the character you just played in the West End, and who played that character on Broadway.
And there's like the album to give away.
And the single.
And the vow. And also, there's, on the album, there's girls in football costumes, and that costume's to be given away. And underneath all that is all American padding, and it's really fun stuff to wear.
Actually, underneath all that, somebody called Charlie, to be honest. But
thanks, Charlie.
That's great,
so
it's really good.
that's another prize as well.
And what's Sivface doing here?
Thank you, Charlie.
Oh, I think Sivface likes you. I think he's taken a shine to you. I think it must be the helmet. Oh, well, I'll leave you two to get on with the romance. Sivface, very excited.
Oi, you're in there.
I am.
He's doing a war dance. Well, I think you two ought to go off and have a cup of tea together.
Together, right.
Well.
Thank you for modelling it.
Could you reiterate the question one more time, because somebody may not have understood.
And there's also picture disc giveaway.
Picture disc, yes.
What was the name of the character I've just been playing in the West End, and who is my counterpart on Broadway?
Mickey Mouse.
You don't need those.
Everyone a gem. The address, Saturday Superstore, BBC Television, London, W, 128QT, that's right. Good luck with that. You could win all these and all that amazing gear.